Congratulations on your city's flood control project. As part of Levee D, E in the City of Lisbon, the city has acquired a stop log system, a system commonly referred to as an invisible flood wall. This wall will be manually constructed east of the Sheyenne River on Highway 27 on an as-need basis by the City of Lisbon. It's important for staff to stay abreast on how and when to install the device so its purpose comes to fruition when needed. This instructional video will take you step by step through the assembly and disassembly process. Transport all removable flood protection items from their storage location to the protection line on Highway 27 on the east side of the Sheyenne River. All materials should be stored on 4 stackable racks and in the metal parts container. 3 racks should contain the horizontal stop logs and 1 rack contains the vertical posts. The metal parts container should contain all tools needed to assemble the flood protection system. Plan on a minimum of 4 people and 8 hours to assemble the stop log system. All horizontal stop logs and vertical posts should have a weatherproof sticker labeled Highway 27, east side of river, Levee D, E. Remove the protective vertical end plates from the concrete wall columns by unscrewing the bolts that hold the end plates in place. Store the end plates in a safe location so they are not misplaced or damaged. Reinstall bolts in the concrete wall columns. The existing stop log foundation has stainless steel base plates mounted to a concrete foundation. Before removing the dummy bolts from the base plates, remove debris from the foundation with a broom or air compressor. After the foundation is clear of debris, remove the dummy bolts from the foundation base plates and store them in a safe location. These bolts are specific to the base plates, so care should be taken not to misplace them. Once all materials are on hand and the protective devices are removed, it is time to construct your removable flood protection system. Begin by setting a vertical post over a foundation base plate and installing the 4 mounting bolts. All mounting bolts should be stored in the metal parts container and should each include 1 washer. Before inserting the mounting bolts, be sure to lubricate the threads with the supplied grease. Insert the mounting bolts and tighten them down with the supplied 1/2-inch ratchet. Tighten the bolts until they are snug but not over tight. Torquing of the bolts will come at the end of the post installation. Repeat this process until all vertical posts are installed. All of the vertical posts are identical, so placement of each post does not matter along the protection line. Included with the system is a spare vertical post, which will only be needed if one of the other posts is damaged during installation. Before installing the horizontal stop logs, apply the supplied oil onto the vertical post end seals with a paintbrush or a cloth. Be sure to apply this in a generous amount so the stop logs slide easily into position and do not tear the end seals. Next comes installation of the horizontal stop logs. All stop logs are identical in length, but there are specific bottom logs with an added base seal and a top log with added support for the uplift protection. Center the horizontal stop logs between the vertical posts. The horizontal logs need to touch both vertical logs' rubber gaskets, and there should be an equal gap in the ends of the horizontal logs. Begin by installing the bottom stop log. These are identified by the 1-inch thick base seal on the bottom of the log. Once the bottom log is installed, continue to install the midsection stop logs until you reach mid-height on the wall. Set to the side all stop logs with the added reinforcement. These are the last logs to be installed at the top of the wall. Repeat this process until you have installed all of the stop logs mid-height across the length of the protection line. Once the entire wall is at mid-height, continue to install the remainder of the horizontal stop logs up to the top of the wall. The log with the added reinforcement should be the last log to be installed in each section. Once all the horizontal stop logs are installed, torque down all of the vertical post mounting bolts. Maximum torque is 60 Newton meters or 44.2 foot-pounds. Including the bottom and top stop log, there should be 15 stop logs installed in each section. Similar to the extra vertical posts, there are 13 spare horizontal stop logs. These will only be needed if the horizontal stop logs are damaged during installation. The final piece of installation is installing the vertical uplift protection. These need to be installed at both ends of all horizontal stop logs. Set the uplift protection in place and tighten the horizontal and vertical screws. Tighten the horizontal screws to a maximum torque of 30 Newton meters or 22.1 foot-pounds, and the vertical screws to a maximum torque of 20 Newton meters or 14.7 foot-pounds. Alternate tightening of the horizontal and vertical screws to ensure a tight and even installation of the uplift protection. Once all uplift protection is in place, the stop log installation is complete. Return all spare parts, protection devices, and assembly tools to their storage location. Be sure to install all horizontal stop log sections during a flood. Changes in the flood stage may occur, and it may not be possible to add horizontal stop logs once floodwaters are against the wall. Install traffic control barricades as necessary to protect the removable flood wall system from traffic. During a flood event, minor seepage will occur at the removable flood wall. This is normal and not a cause for concern. Storm sewer has been installed on the dry side of the removable wall to pick up any seepage. After the flood threat has passed, the removable flood wall can be cleaned and disassembled. If needed, use a high-pressure washer to clean any debris off the flood wall. This may be easier in the assembled stage versus disassembled. Remove uplift protection followed by horizontal stop logs and the vertical posts. Before packing away the system, check all parts for damage. Any damaged parts or seals should be immediately replaced or repaired. Stack all stop logs and posts onto their storage racks. A thin rubber strap should be placed between each layer of stop logs and posts on their storage racks. This will protect the system from damage in transit and in the storage facility. Replace all dummy bolts to the foundation base plates. Remember to grease these bolts before inserting them into the base plates. Install the protective vertical end plates at the concrete wall columns and install the bolts to hold the end plates in place. Secure the system for transit with tie straps and return it to its storage facility. If needed, the storage racks may be stacked to save space in the storage facility. Once the system is secured in its storage location, the tie straps must be loosened to remove any tension on the individual stop log parts. All stop logs, posts, seals, and tools should be inspected on a yearly basis to ensure that there have been no damages or missing parts in the system. Remove, grease, and reinstall all dummy bolts in the base plates. Conduct mock-up installations as necessary for training purposes.